Your body is a power plant. Forget the wall socket. Use your body instead. Researchers are currently developing wearable technologies and materials that harness movement, body heat, light, and the air around you to generate energy. The vision is a future where we never run out of a charged battery. Your phone's battery percentage drops as you check the weather forecast, send text messages, and pay for purchases. A quick calculation reveals your phone will run out of charge long before you get home to plug it in. But the battery doesn't hit zero after all. Woven into your clothes are energy-harvesting fibers that generate electricity from every movement, even from the tiny droplets of sweat forming on your skin as you wait in line at the store, bundled in your outerwear. Our bodies produce a lot of energy. We just haven't tapped into it yet. But researchers are now developing new materials and microscopic devices to harness this energy. Their dream? A future where we no longer rely on wall outlets, as we constantly generate electricity for our devices while on the go. The energy from our movements could even be used to heat or cool entire houses and buildings. The body is full of energy. We're surrounded by power-hungry technology in our daily lives, from large energy consumers like electric cars to smaller devices like tablets, phones, and wearables such as smartwatches and fitness trackers. What they all have in common is that they require electricity and need regular charging. Staying near a wall socket is impractical, and it also places a strain on our power grid, demanding a lot from the renewable energy sources the world is transitioning to. That's where the body comes in. We constantly generate energy through movement, sweating, and radiating heat. This energy can be converted into electricity and harvested, leading researchers in the field to name the technology human energy harvesting. Interest in this concept has grown as materials become lighter and devices get smaller. Mechanical energy from body movement. One area of particular interest is the energy created by body movement, known as mechanical energy. Every motion your body makes contains mechanical energy, but today, this energy is released as heat into the surroundings. However, in 2023, a group of Korean researchers successfully utilized this energy with a new type of textile that converts body movements into electricity. But they didn't stop there. When the body isn't moving enough to generate electricity, sweat can take over. The researchers developed a fabric containing two types of fibers, one that harvests mechanical energy and another that converts sweat into electricity. Fiber 1, a triboelectric material, generates electricity through friction. When the material rubs against the skin, it steals electrons, creating a voltage difference that makes electrons flow through the fibers connected to an electric circuit. Fiber 2, cotton fibers coated with a carbon material, Super P, extract electricity from sweat by breaking water into its components, oxygen ions, hydrogen ions, and electrons. Harvesting electricity with sweat and movement. Your clothes can now generate electricity from your body using carbon powder and copper conductors sewn into the fabric. Fibers steal electrons. A polyester fiber wrapped in copper and surrounded by silicone rubber is sewn into clothing. When the rubber rubs against the skin, it attracts electrons. The voltage difference causes electrons in the fiber to flow toward the skin. Electricity flows back. As the fibers move away from the skin, electrons flow back in the opposite direction. This back and forth movement generates electricity, which can be used to charge devices. Sweat generates power. The second fiber, made of cotton coated with Super P, separates water and sweat into ions and electrons. These electrons flow from the wet to the dry side of the fibers. Electricity from the air. It's not just body movement, heat, and sweat that can generate electricity. Researchers are also exploring how to extract power from light and air. Air always contains some water, and this humidity can generate electricity. Researchers at the University of Massachusetts Amherst have discovered materials with holes smaller than 100 nanometers, 1,000th the thickness of a human hair, that can convert humidity into electricity, working similarly to how thunderclouds create electric charges. Body heat used to power buildings. Body energy can also be used on a larger scale to regulate the temperature of buildings. Pumps can capture body heat to control heating and cooling, as seen in Stockholm's Central Station, where body heat from commuters saves 5 to 10% on heating costs in nearby buildings. Similarly, at the nightclub SWG3 in Glasgow, body heat from dancing guests is used to both heat and cool the building. While current technology only generates small amounts of electricity, microwatts or milliwatts, the future holds great potential. Imagine clothing packed with electricity-producing technology, making wall chargers obsolete. Researchers even envision surplus electricity from personal devices being fed back into the power grid, much like solar panels and wind turbines. Thank you so much for watching. We hope that you found this information interesting. Please consider liking and subscribe and comment what you think about these new technologies and innovations. Links to sources are in the video description. Thank you again. We wish you a fantastic day.